happening, world? It's your man's Ken Jackson. This is the Ken Jackson Experience. And enjoying a little relaxation right now. The sun is out. It's warm outside. And oh my God, I'm so glad springtime is almost here officially. And soon after it'll be summertime. It'll be hot as hell, I'm sure, but I'll take the heat any day over the freezing cold. So, anyway, let's get right into it. This is my first official commentary on all things going on in the world. This past week has been very traumatic. 2 mass shootings. This most recent one in Boulder, Colorado, involving a 21-year-old dude. Just watched the press conference a little bit ago, and it sounds like the dude might be Muslim. And still don't have a motive yet as to why he went into the grocery store and started capping, but it makes you wonder, what it is, though, that causes people to snap and just go on a murder spree. And it can happen anywhere. We got to be super aware of all things going on around us these days. The police chief there in Boulder was trying to reassure the citizens that they were safe. But realistically, nobody's safe. Nobody's safe because we don't know who the next shooter is going to be. We don't know what the next disaster is going to be. We just have no idea. We have no idea. But we can't let that stop us from living life. As I said in my last post, tomorrow's not guaranteed. So we got to live every day, as if it's our last. But yeah, it's crazy, it's crazy, people can't even go to the grocery store without, the possibility of being gunned down by some lunatic. Because you got to be crazy. You got to be out your damn right mind to just walk into a grocery store and just start blasting. I don't know. Maybe the guy has some kind of mental issues or whatever the case may be. We have to get to the root of the problem. And there is a lot of problems we got to deal with here in America. The government on both sides, Republican and Democrat, are always up to no good. Currently, right now, though, the Republicans are way out in left field, basically trying to go back to the Confederate days. We definitely got to put a stop to that, because that's not going to work for me and anybody that looks like me. The Democrats still up to their pandering ways, trying to keep the black vote on their side and whatnot. But I mean, if you ask me, they're all crooks. They all have their own ulterior motives. They're not looking out for us. They don't really care about any of us. Some say you got to go with the lesser of two evils. Well, evil is evil. It's one of the things I'm so sick of too in our society. We're always trying to find some middle ground. There is no middle ground. It's either left or right. Plain and simple. It's black or white. Everybody, wants to blame somebody else for their problems. No, we got to take responsibility for our own issues. Yes, there are a lot of things that go on in our culture, in our society, that we personally don't have any control over. But you do have control over how you respond to these things. You do have control over how you let it affect your life. And you always have a choice. You always have a choice. I don't care who you are or what you do, you always have a choice. You may not like all your choices, but you always have a choice. You know what's right, you know what's wrong, and when you decide to do something, that's on you, and you got to own it. You got to own it. You got to take responsibility for everything that you do in your life. And the only ones who get a pass are children. Children get a pass because they don't have enough life experience to know the difference between what's right and what's wrong. I mean, basic things, yes, but the complexities of living, no, kids get a pass. But all you grown motherfuckers out there, you know what the hell you're doing. You know how you got to where you're at because of the choices and the decisions that you made in the past. I admit, for myself, there's so many things that I wanted to accomplish in life and I still want to accomplish. And I know the reason that I haven't accomplished some of those things is because of my ass. Because I didn't put in the work and do the things that I needed to do to get there. Can't blame nobody. Can't blame anybody. I hear a lot of black folks talking about, well, the white man created this system, and, we don't have a choice. We're just caught up in it. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. You have a choice. You got to give up that slave mentality. This ain't the good old boy days. Yes, there's a lot of racist motherfuckers out here trying to hold us down. But you're just as capable of fighting back. You're just as capable of figuring out, how to win at your game. You don't have to accept things just the way they are. You don't have to. You don't have to go punch that clock every day. You don't have to do anything but stay black and die. Really, that's all you have to do. The bottom line is you always have a choice. Sometimes the right choices are the hardest choices. In fact, most times the right choices are the hardest choices. But we got to make them. And when we make them, we got to own it. Plain and simple. So, as far as I'm concerned, you can miss me with the bullshit. As far as thinking you can't live your life the way you want to live it. Live your life. Live your life. Follow the rules. But live your life. And following the rules does not mean you're giving up your freedom. It does not mean that you're being manipulated into this, that, or the other. It just means that we're following the rules so that we can all live together peacefully. There's no reason for you to step on anybody else's toes, and vice versa. No reason for anybody to step on your toes. Unfortunately, people do. which is probably the biggest problem we have in our society, is that people are always worried about what the next motherfucker is doing. Stop that. Focus on what you got to do for you. But be compassionate towards others. Be compassionate, be cautious, be aware. Don't let yourself get caught up in some bullshit and then blame everybody but yourself. That's all I got to say today. I'm your man's Ken Jackson. This is the Ken Jackson Experience. I don't normally ask for shit, but somebody told me, they said the other day, they said, Ken, man, you never ask people to subscribe or like or follow. I always figured that, hey, if I got to ask people, then they probably don't want to in the first place. But you know what? Since now I'm taking this broadcasting thing serious, I'm going to ask. Please go to the website, www.crazybabytvworld.com. Subscribe to my newsletter, join my page, stay up to date on all the things that I got coming for you. Also, if you're watching this on Facebook, hey, like it, share it, comment. Tell me what you think. Something in particular you want to talk about, let's talk about it. Inbox me. That's what I'm here for. So get at me. Got new music coming for all you artists out there. I got some beats we're working on in the lab. And the Ken Jackson Experience will be on live here pretty soon. We're going to be broadcasting on Monday nights starting next month. So be sure to tune in to crazybabytvworld.com, for all the updated information, and I'll be looking to see. Peace. I'm out.